ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनस्य भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 2, Verse number 9. So in the previous class we read how Narada, he went to Dwarka and he stayed there for a long time because he wanted to worship Krishna Upasan Lalasa. And then he described that worship of Krishna is the purpose of human life. Kovnu Raja Indriyavan Mukunda Charnambhajam. Say that everybody should do that, even the devas like Shiva and Brahma, they do it. Then he described how Vasudeva was visited by Narada and Vasudeva asked him a question. And the question was that actually question is being asked in this question, in this verse number 9. So in the previous one he said that in the past life he worshipped Bhagavan, but only to get a son and not for moksha. So now he says, Yatha vichitra vyasnad bhavadbhir vishvato bhayat muchyemahi anjasa vaddha tatha na shadhi suvrataha. So he said that, O Suvrata, one who follows good principles, please instruct me how I can become free from the fear which comes from all around and because of the various types of suffering, vichitra vyasnat, and bhavadbhi also, because now they also had the fear of the curse which was from the Brahmanas. So his question is, how can they become free from this? Vishvato bhayat samsarat. So there is a fear from the samsara, the bondage to the material world. So how can we transcend that? Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sukadeva Goswami replied, Rajan evam krita prashno vasudevena dhimata pritastamah devarshir hare sansmarito gunaihi. Sri Sukadeva said that, O king, when Rajarshi and Devarshi Narada was asked by Sri Vasudeva, the intelligent Vasudeva, then Devarshi Narada was very pleased. He spoke to him, he replied, being reminded about the qualities of Sri Hari, Sri Krishna. So Narada was very happy about the question. Hare diti adhigarth desham karmani iti sashti. So sashti bhakti is applied, sansmarita, because of sansmarita. Adhi, arth, daya, isham, these dhatus, sashti comes in place of karma. Narada uvacha, Narada said, Samyag etad vyavasitam bhavata sattvatarshava yat pritchase bhagavatan dharman stvam visvabhavanan. Narada said that, O best of the sattvatas, you have ascertained very nicely, because in this question he has asked about the freedom from fear. He says what you are asking is basically about the Bhagavat dharma. In other words, only by bhakti that one becomes free from fear. So Visvabhavanan, because this Bhagavat dharma, they are auspicious for the whole world. They bring peace and happiness. So he basically asked that question to me. So Gunai Sahitam Hari Sansmarita Ityartha, you have reminded me of Hari along with his qualities. Sruto anupatito dhyata adrito vanumoditaha sadhya punati saddharmo deva vishwadruhopihi. He says that this saddharma or Bhagavad dharma, whether it is heard, recited, meditated upon, respected or even approved, it purifies even a person who may be hater of devas or the world people in general. Dev Vishwadruhopi. So even such a person becomes purified. In other words, this Bhagavad dharma purifies everybody, irrespective of who one person is, if one takes to it. So there is no comment on this slokas. Tvaya param kalyane punya shravan kirtanah smarito bhagavan adya devo narayano mama. So today you have made me you have reminded me of Deva Narayana, the Supreme Lord, who is Param Kalyana, who brings auspiciousness to everybody, and hearing about him or doing kirtan about him is purifying. Atrapi udaharanti imam itihasam puratanam arshabhanam cha samvadam videhasya mahatmane. In this regard, they give the example of this history of the sons of Rishabdev, which happened, the dialogue happened between the sons of Rishabdev, the Navayogendras, and King Nimi, Videha. Priyavrato nam Arshabhanam iti yuktam tatra Rishabheva kaityaha priyavrata. Priyavrato nam suto mano swambhuvasya tasya agnindras tato nabhi rishabhas tat sutta smrita. So there was King Priyavrata, who was son of Manu, Swambhu Manu, and his son's name was Agnindra. Agnindra's son was Nabhi, Nabhi's son was Rishabha. Tamahur Vasudevam sam moksha dharma vivakshaya avtirnam sutashatam tasya sida veda paragam. And Rishabdev had sons. He is considered as the Amsa of Vasudev, and moksha dharma vivakshaya avtirnam. He appeared on earth to explain the moksha dharma, or dharma that leads to moksha. So all the 100 sons, they were Veda Parga, they were all learned in the Vedas. So Rishabdev's story came earlier in 7th canto, I think. So Arshabhanam ityuktam, it was said, the sons of Rishabha. So who is that Rishabha is being described here in these two slokas. Rishabdev is one of the avatars. Then he continues to explain more about the story. Tesam vai bharato jyeshtho narayana parayanaha vikyatam varsham etadiyan namna bharatam adbhutam. So among the 100 sons of Rishabdev, Bharata was the senior-most, and he was very devoted to Narayana, Narayana Parayana. And this land, what we call as India now, its original name is Bharatvarsha. So he got the name Bharata because of the name Bharata, son of Rishabha. Sabhukt bhogam tyaktimam nirgatas tapsa harim upasinas tatpadvim lebhe vai janma bhistribhi. So he gave up the kingdom, although he was the king, but he gave it up thinking it to be bhakta bhoga, which has been enjoyed by people, and he went to perform tapasya, austerity, to please Hari. Upasinas tatpadvim lebhe. So he worshipped Hari, and then in 3 births he attained him. So we know the story of King Bharata, that he was king, then he became deer, then he became Jad Bharata. So in this way he attained Vaikuntha. Tesam navdvipatayo asya samantatah karptantra pranetare ekashiti dujate. So then after Bharata there were 99 more. Out of that 9, they were ruling the 9 parts of Bharatvarsha. Navdvipapata Yovasya Samantata. And the 81 became Brahmanas. Ekashiti Dvijataya. And they propagated Karma Tantra, the path of Karam Mimamsa. So 81 plus 9, 90 plus 1, 91. 9 more are remaining. So those 9 are now being described. Nava bhavan mahabhaga munyo hiyartha samsinaha shramnaya vata rashna atma vidya visaradaha. And then the 9, they became sages, artha samsina, who were after the ultimate goal of life. They took to the life of renounced order, Shramana, and Vatarasna, they were naked, and Atma Vidya Visarada, they were very expert in knowledge about the Atma. So Tesham Rishaputranam Madhye Navdeep Patyo Navanam Brahmavartadi Bhukhandanam Patya Asya Bharatvarshasya. So he says that of 9 among the sons of Rishabha, they became the ruler of the 9 islands, such as Brahmavarta, Aryavarta, etc., which are part of Bharatvarsha. And Ekashiti Putra Karam Marg Partva Brahmana Bhavan. 81 sons became Brahmanas, propagated the Karma Marga. Arthasamsinaha Paramartha Nirupaka. Arthasamsina means those who teach the path of Paramartha or the supreme goal. Shramana Atma Abhyasa Krita Srama. Shramana means that they performed sadhana to know the self. Vatarasna iti vasna padena vasnam lakshate. So there is a difference in reading. Vatarasna is there, Vata Vasna is also there. So Vata means air, Vasana means dress. Airy dress. Right? King has no clothes. So he says that therefore Digambara, their dress is the directions. What they call as the birthday dress. So these are the names of these 9 people. Kavir Harir Antarikshaha Prabuddha Pipalayanaha Avirhotra Thadrumula Chamsa Karbhajanaha. So number 1 Kavi, number 2 Hari, number 3 Antariksha, number 4 Prabuddha, number 5 Pipalayana, number 6 Avirhotra, number 6 Drumila, number 7 Chamasa, number 8, how come we missed one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, made a mistake in counting. And Karbhajan is the 9th one. So these are the 21 names of the sons. Te te bhagavad rupam vishvam sadatmakam atmano vyatirekene pashyanto vyacharan mahim. So these 9 people, they saw this universe as manifestation of Bhagavan. This universe which is made of Sat and Asat, cause and effect, they saw this also as manifestation of Bhagavan. And Atmano Avyatirekana as also non-different from themselves. And this way they wandered the face of the earth here and there. Atmana Paramatmana Sakashad Avyatirekana. So the word Atmana can mean self, means not seeing different from oneself, or Atma means the Paramatma, not seeing it different from Paramatma. Why? Vishwasya Shaktit Mayatvaditi Bhava. Because this universe is the manifestation of Bhagavan's Shakti, potency, and Shakti and Shaktiman are non-different. So therefore the universe is also manifestation of Bhagavan. So Idam me Vishwan Bhagavan Ivetaro. Narada Rishi also said earlier that this Vishwa is like Bhagavan. Avyahata Ishtagataya Surasiddha Sadhya Gandharva Yaksha Narakan Naranagalokan Muktascharanti Municharana Bhutanatha Vidyadhara Dvijgavam Bhuvnani Kamam. So their movement was not obstructed by anything. They could travel anywhere at any time without any cost. They had passport and visa for every place. So there was no obstruction. So they will go to the Surloka, Siddhaloka, Sadhya, Gandharva, Yaksha, human beings, Kinnara, Naga, all the places. Muktascharanti, they wandered freely here and there. Muni, Charan, Bhutanath, Vidyadhar, Dvijgavam. They went to the Munis, Charanas, Bhutanathas, Vidyadharas, Brahmanas, also the cow's place, means they also came to Vrindavan, right? Gavam. So Bhuvnani Kamam, they wandered freely, no problem. Taekda Nime Satram Upjagmurya Drichaya Vitayamanam Rishibhir Ajanabhe Mahatmana. So once they went to the kingdom of King Nimi, and Nimi was performing a big yajna which was being executed by the sages Rishibhi Vitayamanam. Here in Bharatvarsha. Bharatvarsha was previously called Ajanab. Then it became Bharata because of Bharata. And Yadrichaya, by their own will, they went there, Mahatmana, the great souls. Tan drishtva surya sankashan Mahabhagavatan nripa Yajmano agnayo vipra sarvam eva uptasthire. So when they arrived there, then all the people who were present there, they stood up. Yajman, the Brahmanas, means Yajman is King Nimi. So he also got up, the Brahmanas, the sages who were doing the yajna, and also the fire stood up. He says Agnayopi. So there are three types of fire: Garpatya, Dakshinagni, Avani Agni. So all the three types of fire were present, personified. So they also stood up in their respect because they appeared like sun and they were great devotees, Mahabhagavatas. So that shows that previously in the yajna, devas will appear personally. No comment. Videhastan abhipretya Narayana parayanan Prita sampujayan chakre Asanasthan yatharahata. So Videha, that is the name used for King Nimi. So when he saw them, he understood that they are great devotees of Narayana. Although they did not have any insignia, no tilak, no kanthimala, nothing, no japa bead. But still they understood that they are devotees. So he was very respectful, happy to see them and worshipped them after he had given them seat to sit down. So he gave them puja yathartha as they deserved. So yathartha yathochitam, whatever was appropriate to worship them, he did that. Tan rochamanan swarucha brahmaputropaman nava papracha param prita prashrayav nato nripaha. So then he saw them, who were very effulgent, very brilliant. They were shining, and they appeared just like the sons of Brahma. Brahma also had 4 sons who also do not have any dress. They also have Vatarasna or Vatavasana, so Kumaras. So these Navayogendras also are the same category. So he asked them, being very pleased, Prashraya Avnata Nripa. So he bowed down in great humility and asked question to them. So 9 questions he asked them, because you will see all 9 will reply one by one. So therefore he asked them questions and they replied. So as Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. So he did that. He did pranipata, prashrayavnata. He did seva, he did puja to them. And then he asked question. So this is what means sadhu-sanga. Sadhu-sanga means having some question answer or dialogue or discussion or hearing katha. That is sadhu-sanga. No comment. Videha uvacha. King Nimi said, Manye Bhagavata Sakshat Parshadanvo Madhudvishaha Vishnor Bhutani Lokanam Pavanaya Charantihi. So first he praised them. So if you want to ask question, then give little praise also to the person, then he feels happy. So he said that I consider you to be associates of Bhagavan, who is called Madhudvisha, or the killer of the Madhu demon. And you travel to different planets to purify the people. Lokanam pavanaya charantihi Vishnur Bhutani. So you are devotees of Bhagavan. You wander here and there. Why do you go here and there? Says you give purification by your presence, by your teachings. So tesham darshanam abhinandati dvabhyam. In 2 verses, King Nimi praises their darshan. Manyeti. Nanu Vishnu parsadatve kimarthamatra agamanam tatraha Vishnur bhutani jana pavnani kripya pavitri kartam. So he said that you are associates of Lord Vishnu. So a question may be raised, if they are associates of Vishnu, then why have they come here? They should remain with Vishnu. So he says Vishnu Bhutani means the people who belong to Vishnu. So to purify them out of their grace, they have come here, not for anything else. Then the next sloka is very nice sloka, famous verse. Durlabho manuso deho dehinam kshanbhanguraha tatrapi durlabham manye vaikuntha priyadarshanam. So they say that durlabho manusho deho. So this human body is very, very rare. It's very amazing, this human body. And it is very rare, but it is bhangura. Bhangura means that its nature is to break down. It's not very strong, although there can be drad bandha. Yesterday we read, right? So even if you are muscular, you can have big muscles. Still, you can have diarrhea for 2 days. Then everything settles down. So therefore it is called kshana bhangura. That it can break down very quickly. It doesn't take much to break it down. One little bacteria, virus, COVID can make your lungs just like a paper. So therefore kshana bhangura. So it is very rare, but it says more rare, tatrapi durlabham manye vaikuntha priya darshanam. That to get the chance to meet the devotees of Lord Vishnu, that is even more rare. So he is praising them that not only that we got the rare chance to be human beings, but in this chance we are able to see you. These are great fortune. And that's what he is indicating by this. Ato adya maya svabhagyameva pratakshikritam. So therefore today my great fortune has become manifest. Why? Because we have seen you. Durlabho moksha sadhanatvat. Why this human body is very rare? Because this is the sadhana, the means to attain liberation, freedom from the bondage. In any other form you cannot get out of this material world. You can become deva even, asura, gandharva, kinnara. Moksha only you have to become human being. So if you become human being and do something else, then you could have been something else only. What is the point? Trinanna khadam api jivamane tad bhagyam paramam pasuna. Sahitya sangita kala vihina sakshat pasapuchya vishanahina. So if you don't know Sahitya, don't study Sahitya related with Krishna. Right? Jiva Goswami says tat sahityadi jamodam. He wrote Harinamrita Vyakaran so that he could study Sahitya. People say, what is the use of studying? Jiva Goswami wrote a whole grammar so that you can study. And that is. So this human life is meant for studying. Tat sahityaji jamodam. To have the happiness of studying Sahitya related with Krishna. Krishnam upasitam asya srajvim namavalim tanvai. So that is the purpose of human life. So therefore I say that today good fortune for me, my bhagya. Durlabho moksha sadhanatva trapi vaikuntha priyanam mokshadapi adhikasya bhakti yogasya pradayatva. So in human body you can get moksha, but if you get association of bhakta, you get even more than moksha. That is love of Krishna, Krishna prema. So that is most rare thing. So he is very happy. And he is asking nice question which is benefiting even us. Such nice questions he asked. Atah atyantikam kshemam prichamo bhavato nagha sansare asmin kshanardhepi satsangha shevadhirnanam. He says, therefore, O sinless ones, I am asking you only one question, or this is the first question he is asking. What is the ultimate good? This is the question to be asked. So, itavadeva jigyasim tatu jigyasuna atmane anvayvyatireka yat syat sarvatra sarvada. This is the only thing to be asked. Arjuna also asked this. Shreya karpanya dosho pat svabhava prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yasyat nishchitam shreya tanmay. So Shreya, he did not ask anything else. He says, please tell me what will bring me ultimate good. Atyantik Kshema is same as Shreya. He says, Samsare asmin kshanardhopi satsanga sevdhinranam. Shevdhi means the wealth, the treasury, treasure, nidhi. He says the real wealth in this life for human beings is to get satsanga. Even if you get half a moment, he did not say even moment, kshanardha. Kshanardho api satsanga sevdhi. People run after all types of wealth, dollars, this, that. Says real wealth is this. So we should hanker for this. And to get this satsanga is very rare. Muktanam api siddhanam narayana parayana sudurlabha prashantatma kotishvapi mahamune. So he got this opportunity, he didn't want to waste it. Ata atyantmikam iti bhava, ayam bhava. So he says, what does it mean, this atyantika? This is the meaning. So, atithisu ayateshu kushal prasna avashyaka. Says, if some guest comes to you, first you have to ask question, how are you, is everything all right? That should be the first question. He didn't ask that. He shoots straight forward. Atyantik kshemam prachhamu anagha. So such a bhavatsu atmaramesu sakshat kushlatva rupe anuchita. He says it will be very wrong to ask you this question, how are you? He says you are the personification of all goodness. There is nothing wrong which can happen with you. So what is the point in asking? So therefore I don't ask. Swasyapi vyavaharik kusal prasno bhavatsu vyartha. And also asking about me, you see, no use. Ata atyantik paramarthikam eva he anga. So therefore I am only asking you what is the paramarthik, what is the ultimate good. O sinless one, na vidyante aghani yat iti darsandhan matrena eva madaghani duri kirtani. You are anagha, you are free from all sins, because anyone who has your darshan becomes free from sin. What to speak of you being sinful? So I am already becoming purified by your presence. Kintu abhisht labho asmad apekshito vartate. So I am not interested in becoming sinless, but I want to know what is the ultimate good. That's what I am asking. Nanu vilambya prachatam tatatri saghram kimartham. And if they say, what is the hurry? We just came immediately, started shooting questions to us. Relax a little bit. Why are you in such a big hurry? So then he said, kshanardha api. Kshanardha kal parmito api shevdhir nidhirata akashmikam nidhi prapya. So he says the association of the sadhu is the real wealth, and I want to take it as much as possible. Don't want to waste it. So therefore, no useless question asking this. People come ask useless questions. So swabhipsit prarthane ka khalu sotkantho vilamba iti bhava. So why I am so eager to ask my question, therefore I am not delaying anything. Mamatu kutastavan bhagya visheshoyen bhavanto atrachir sthasyanti iti bhava. So he says, how can I think that I have such a great fortune that you will stay very long with me? I don't know, you came by your will and you can start living. So therefore I want to take advantage of this. Dharman Bhāgavatan Bhruta Yadina Shrutaye Kshamam Yai Prapanna Prapannaya Dasyati Atmanam Apiyajaha. So very nice question he asked. He says, please tell me what is Bhagavad Dharma. or what is basically Bhakti Yoga, because that is Bhagavat Dharma. He says, if you think I am qualified to hear it, then please tell me what is Bhagavat Dharma. Bhagavatan dharman bhrutayati na shrutaye kshamam. He says, ya prasannaye prapannaye dasyati atma namapeja. Ajada unborn Bhagwan, being pleased by Bhagavat Dharma, he gives himself to the surrendered person. So that is the dharma I want to know. Tari prichatam kim tava bhishtam ataha. So as if the Navayogendras said, okay, then ask, what is that you want to ask? So then he says, Dharman Bhagavatam. Shrutaye tesham dharmanam sravanaya yadi no asmakam kshamam yogyam karnendriyam iti shesha. So if you think I am qualified to hear those, means I have the ears to hear, I can listen to you. Techa dharma sar bhuta eva vaktavya ityahayeriti. So you should please give us just the essence of those dharma, because yai prasanna prapannaya, being pleased with that, Bhagavan gives himself. So Sri Narada Vacha, Narada, who is reciting this meeting between Navayogendra and King Nimi, he speaks, Evam te nimina prishta vasudeva mahattamaha pratipujya bruvan pritya sasadasya ritvajam nripam. So Narada says that, oh Vasudeva, when those great personalities were asked by King Nimi like this, he very much respected the question and the questioner. Pratipujya, he says, well asked. So your question is very nice. So Pratipujya Bruvan Pritya, with great love and affection, they replied. So sadhu prashta, your question is sadhu, bhavadbhir loka mangalam. This is what Sut Goswami said when Sonaka had asked question. He also said that your question is very nice. Sukdeva Goswami also said this to Parikshit, Variyena ast esha te prashna kritam loka mangalam nirma. That your question is very nice. So when question is nice, then they praised. So they also, everywhere we see this Pratipujya Bruvan Pritya Sasadsi Ritvajam Nripi. So they spoke to all the members who have sat there, assembled there in that yajna, and also to the Ritviks, the Brahmanas who are doing the yajna. So all of them listened to the question and the reply. So Kavi Ruvacha, the first one to reply is the sage Kavi. Kavi means learned. Kavati iti Kavi, one who speaks learned words is called Kavi. Kavi also means poet. Ayurvedic doctors are also called Kaviraj. But generally, Kavi is used for learned Adi Kavi. So this is what he said. Manye akutasid bhayamachyutasya padambujo upasanamatra nityam udvigna buddhera sadatma bhavad vishvatmana yatra nivartate bhihi. So he says that I think or I give my opinion, manye, akutaschit bhayam. So bhaya means fear, and kutaschit means from different. Akutaschit means fear not coming from anywhere, means becoming free from fear. Akutaschit bhaya means not having any fear. To whom padambuja upasana matra nityam udvigna buddher atma bhavat. So a person who is very much disturbed in mind, udvigna buddha, and always disturbed because of asadatma bhavat. Atma bhava means identification, asat means which is not sat. So that which is not sat, to identify with that brings trouble. Asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. So these are the kleshas, these are the troubles in life. So therefore it says asadatma bhavat nityam udvigna buddhe, all the time disturbed. You are always having some disturbance coming, adhyatmik, adhibhautik, adhidevik. If there is nobody disturbing, your mind is still there with you. So he will say, no, you cannot be peaceful. How can you be peaceful as long as I am there with you? Right? So then mind will throw something into your head. Then you start, why she said like this to me? Who is this person? So udvigna, agitated. So the agitator is inside sitting. And then there are outside which trigger the agitator. If you want to be peaceful, then someone else comes and pushes the button. He says, come on, how come you are relaxing? Don't you know? So therefore it says nityam, always. Udvigna buddhera asadatma bhavat. So one who does the worship to the lotus feet of Achyuta, then he gets freedom from this. Then yatra vishwatmana bhir nivartate. So then the fear goes away because of that service. So there is commentary. Bho Rajan sarve dharma eva sabhaya drishtaha. So sabhaya means along with bhaya. So all the dharmas, various types of dharmas are there. They are all with fear. But there is only one dharma which is free from fear. That is Bhagavat dharma. Right? Otherwise there is three dharma, Purush dharma, Brahman dharma, Kshatriya dharma, various types of dharma, Brahmachari dharma, Sannyas dharma. So they are not freedom. Kintu Bhagavat dharma eva nirbhaya ityaha manya. So manya here means that this is my definite conclusion. Manya does not mean that I guess, I think, or this. It means this is my conclusion. So, etavan eva punsam dharmo parasmrita bhakti bhagavati tannam grahanadibhi. So this is the conclusion, that the param dharma of the human beings, so punsam dharma parasmrita, that the supreme dharma is, that is bhagavati bhakti, bhakti to Bhagavan, tannam grahanadibhi. So that's what it says. Atra sansare na kutaschidapi kal karma vignadibhyo bhayam. So then there is no bhaya in this material world, whether from time, from karma, from obstacles. Yatastad padambuja upasnam tatra mukhyam. So if you do upasana, worship to the lotus feet of Bhagavan, tat padambuja upasnam. Tatra mukhyam adhikarinam aha. Who is the chief person for this? Asatiya sadhau dehe griha kutumbadau cha atma iti atmiya iti bhava. To have this I, my, this is my body, my wife, my husband, my family, my children. So griha kutumbadau cha atma. Put yourself into it. Iti bhava bhavana. So to have this bhavana, this feeling, this mood, dustyaja, and it is very difficult to give it up. Tatayeva udvigna dhir yasya. And because of that, there is udvigna dhi or buddhi. Your mind is agitated by that. Tasya bhakti pratikula deha gehadi swashaktim tyaktum kamasya ityartha. So one who is desiring to give up this attachment to body, house, family, children, etc., which are all pratikula to bhakti, yatrupasne sati visvatmana sarvatmana eva bhi nivartate. Then the fear goes away completely. Visvatmana means in full, 100%. Then you become fearless. Tatra ka moha ka shoka. Where is the moha and where is the shoka then? Ekatmana manupashyata. Ye vai bhagavata prokta upaya hi atmalabdhaye anjaya pumsham avidusham vidhi bhagavatan hitan. So what are those Bhagavata dharma? First he defines the Bhagavata dharma. So dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. So dharma is that which is propagated by Bhagavan himself, and that is his Bhagavata. So naste pralay vaniyam. So that this Vani of Bhagavan, it was lost in the beginning, during the pralay, kalena nasta pralay, Vani Veda Sangyaka. So sargado brahmane prokta dharmo yasyam madatmaka. So this dharma is madatmaka dharma, it is related to Krishna, and this is what Vedas speak. But in pralaya it was lost. So kalena nasta pralay vaniyam. So then Bhagavan spoke it to Brahma, Chatusloki Bhagavatam, Yavanaham Yatha Bhava, all these slokas. So that is Bhagavad Dharma, which is spoken by Bhagavan himself. And for what? Upaya hi Atma Labdhaye. Atma Labdhaye means Paramatma or Bhagavat Labdhaye. By this Bhagavad Dharma is the means to attain Bhagavan. Anjay Punsham Avidusham. Easily, for people who are avidusha, who are ignorant, do not know, Vidhi Bhagavatan Hitan. So know all those to be Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma Lakshanamaha. So this is the definition of Bhagavad Dharma he is giving. Yavai. Manuvadi mukhena varnashramadi dharman uktva dharma anuktva. This can be dharma anuktva or dharma anuktva, but it is dharma anuktva. So he did not speak here about varnashram dharma, which is spoken by Manu, other sages, Yagyavalkya, Devala, all that. So many people have spoken on that. Ati rahasyatvat swamukhena Bhagavata. Because this is topmost secret, it is spoken by Bhagavan himself. He reveals it. Bhagavata avidusam api pumsam. Even people who are ignorant, they can anjaha shigrameva, easily atmalabdhe swaprapte. So for attaining him, ye upaya prokta, the means which have been spoken. So those are the Bhagavad Dharma, and they are to be studied. So that is the solution, because he said you have to do upasana, then upasana means bhakti. How to do that, it is given by Bhagavan himself. So in the next sloka he will praise this, and in the sloka after that he will explain it, and he will go on explaining in upcoming verses. Very nice slokas spoken by Kavi. So any question? Yes, Sandeep.
Babaji. So my question is regarding this dialogue between Navayogendras and King Nimi. So can we say that Navayogendras were like Guru to King Nimi? Guru Shishya relationship, can we say between them?
Yes.
Okay. So now my follow up on that is from Shloka 24. It is said that their meeting was Yadricha. And as I remember in this last Gita class, you mentioned that Guru Shishya coming together, Shishya meeting a Guru, it may be because of some karma, because जब घनिष्ठ संबंध होता है तो कुछ कर्मों का पीछे का देखा दुखा होगा. But I am a little confused on this, because if Guru Shishya relation is as per karma, then bhakti comes in the purview of karma. How can that be possible?
So karma means what? Karma can also be action related with bhakti. This means past life you had a relationship, you meet them again. The karma doesn't mean just karma which gives material benefit. Karma means some action. So you have done some karma in the past. People do bhakti in one life, they don't complete it. Then they take another birth. So in that birth they meet a guru. So that has something to do with their past karma or not? Means past actions. Or it is just random.
But still, won't it be Yadricha? Because even if he is done...
Okay, you call it Yadricha, but what I am saying is that because he has done, Krishna also says that Neha Bhikram Naso Asti Pratyavayana Vidyate, that there is no diminution on this path, which means if you have done something in one life, then you begin in next life. So in beginning next life, then you will be brought to somebody's association.
Like in this Gita class, you cannot ask like this, because as in these classes. So I was a little confused on that, but then today's this thing became, because the other point I was thinking is that Chaitanya Charitamrita Shlok at Brahman Pramite Kona Bhagavan Jiva Guru Krishna Kripa Kai Bhakti Tata Beat. So then there also in that explanation it is that Guru ki Kripa se Krishna milte hain, Krishna ki Kripa se Guru milte hain. So it is like both these things. Like if we say that Krishna ki Kripa, so it cannot be with karma, it becomes a little confusing.
Yeah, but you are just saying karma. I am saying karma here related with bhakti. Karma means action, bhakti action. That's what I am saying. I said it already 2-3 times. That you are working. So now when you are doing bhakti and you don't you don't achieve your goal in this life, then you take another birth. So now what you have done, that will lead you to some guru or not? Will that become instrumental in accepting a guru or not?
Yes.
That's what I mean. Why is that some people take to bhakti very intensely and some people don't take that intensely? There has to be some reason. Otherwise it should be all equal.
So the second question regarding today's class is that they were saying that Pratikul to King Nimi, whatever is Pratikul in that they mentioned this house and wife, etc., whatever, family. But then King Nimi is a grahastha and he is a householder, and so why they are saying this house pratikul? Couldn't get that point.
Because for some it is pratikul, for other it is not. So those for whom pratikul is speaking about them.
Okay, I thought it is specifically for King Nimi.
No, he is speaking in general. Okay, Purushottam Prabhu.
I have a question. This Rishabhdev is considered the first acharya or guru for the Jainism, and all his children, they were already giving the Bhagavat dharma, and Jain dharma is basically Digambar, and Svetambar came much later. So how is that Jain dharma is rejecting all these Bhagavat dharmas and accepted something which is completely outside of Vedas? Do you have any information or anything?
I have no idea. This.
You know that Rishabhdev is the first guru, basically, first avatar they consider it.
No, Rishabhdev I think is considered as first one.
Yes, he's the first one.
And who is the 24th one?
Krishna is the 24th one they consider.
And Mahavir is 23rd.
Something like that.
No, I don't know. I don't have much idea about their history.
Okay.
Narayan.
Guru Maharaj, my question is that in the commentary on verse 33, this Pratikulta is mentioned. But it's interestingly mentioned that in the commentary that for a person who is designing to provoke attachment to body, home, etc., only for such a person the fear goes away after getting to Bhagavat Dharma. And this is actually the point that you once mentioned the same point in the Yasyam Anugrama, the Yasyam Anugrama verse, where he says that these things happen only for somebody who's actually desiring to get out. Now, for say someone like me who has taken to bhakti with no specific intent, just came into touch somehow, this is not the primary desire at all to get out. So, does this mean that two questions. One is whether a person like me even has the adhikar for doing Bhagavad Dharma. Then the answer to that is yes, but I would like to hear your definitive answer. And second is that if we come in with this mindset, then are they saying that all these things will still continue? That's what I want to know.
What will continue?
The fear and things like that.
So in the commentary itself it says Tatra Mukhyam Adhikarina Maha.
Yeah.
Primary Adhikari. So that means one who is not like this is not the primary Adhikari. So in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu also there is Uttam Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Kanashta Adhikari. So therefore this one who is Bhakti Pratikula Deha Gehadisu Ashaktim Tyaktu Kamasya. And this is also answering Sandeep's question. He is not saying that everybody's house is pratikul or anything. He says for the person for whom these are bhakti pratikul, the asakti to them, anybody who has asakti in them is pratikul. No matter who is that. So one who is tyaktu kama, one who is willing to give that up, that is the mukhya adhikari.
I see. So they are the primary adhikaris for these kind of, specifically for these kind of instructions and for the path of Bhagavad. So then, can I also assume then that this Yasyam Anugrama verse, often it is misquoted that anybody who takes to bhakti, their money gets taken away, they get poor and this and that and all.
No,
so
it is not.
Assume that
It is not like that. That everybody who takes to bhakti, everybody who is interested in giving up their asakti, and then he will arrange for it. Either you give it up asakti or he will arranges to give it up, then it is grace. Why is it grace? Means I want to give up attachment.
Yes.
Right? So either I do it myself, and if somebody is helping me in doing that, that is His grace on me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
But if I am not interested, then He also doesn't bother. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham.
Understood. So our internal sankalpa is extremely important, because oftentimes these verses are misquoted. The reason also I asked is because I think because Sridhar Swami also says this in his Hindi commentary, that in that Yasyam Anupranami verse, that it's the same thing which you are saying, that that it is only when you have the fixity of giving up that these things happen. Otherwise, if we ourselves don't want to give up and we continue on bhakti, then such a destination can be in whichever form it manifests. It may come, may not come, or you may just continue to remain in this world. Right?
Yeah. Otherwise, Dhruv Maharaj, he wanted a kingdom, then when he saw Vishnu, then he did not want it, still he gave him. He is forcing it on him. So instead of taking it away, yasyam anugranami, he should have said yes. You should just stay here in the forest, don't go back. But he says, no, you be the king. Prahlad also, he did the same thing. So in case of Dhruva, he did it because Dhruva had the desire for it. He was not tyaktu kama. He was not willing to give up. In case of Prahlad, it won't make a difference to him. So he left him so that he can be an ideal for others how to live.
Thank you. Thank you.
There is a question from Mohini. It says, at the end of the 10th canto, it was discussed that Krishna restored the 3 legs of dharma. Which dharma is being referred to here? Is it Bhagavat Bhakti Dharma and the Yuga Dharma for Kali Yuga, or Dharma in a more general sense such as Varnashram or Vedic Dharma?
So dharma, there 4 legs of dharma are already defined there. If you read those, truthfulness, charity, cleanliness, those 4 legs are defined there. He also established Bhagavat Dharma.
Verse number 33, second line commentary. A sati has been glossed as a sadhu. So, what does a sadhu mean?
Not sadhu. Not good. Not favorable.
इसका मूल शब्द क्या होगा? इसका what will be the original word?
Sadhu, asadhu. Saptami of asadhu is asadhu.
Asadhu.
Asati is also Saptami ekvachan of asat.
Okay. And then verse number 30. In the second last line, sentence of verse number 30, commentary, he is saying, Ata akasmikam nidhim prapya swa abhipsit prarthane ka khalu sa utkanto vilamba iti. So he means to say that if I have acquired something, some nidhi or dhan suddenly, so there is no need of doing vilamba. So one who is South Kantha, he will not do any vilamba. This is what he is meaning to say.
No, why delay? Akasmik nidhim prapya. I have got your association suddenly without any plan or invitation. So swabhipsit prarthane ka khalu saut kantha vilamba. He is saying that one who is eager to attain his desired goal, why would he delay?
Fine. And in the second last line of the same paragraph, 31-32 commentary, so this kshayam is wrong. It should be kshamam, right? Kshamam.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that he's saying kshamam yogyam, then karna indriyam iti shesha. So how is this fitting?
What do you need for hearing? He says Shravanaya Yogyam, qualified to hear. So what do you need for hearing?
Okay, shrutam, shrutaya, so karna indriya yogyam iti shesha. Okay. सुनने के लिए अगर मेरी करण इंद्रिय, थैंक यू.
Okay.